Storm Tracker weather starts now with Chief Meteorologist Curtis Grevenance.
Well, good evening, everybody. A cold front is now moving back into the state. We briefly got a little warmer here today with some bouts of wind, but there you can see the temperatures in the single digits and then also some teens back down to about 20 degrees in Great Falls after a high reached the low 30s. And Helena, the temperatures steadily keep rising here as we're scouring out the inversion, the cold air that was trapped in the valley. There you can see the wind, and we had some pretty strong southwest winds out across the north central part of the state today. Well, now the wind is switching around to the northwest as we've got a little bit of a front, a weak front that is coming through. It's not going to be as cold as the last couple of days here, but still a potential for some pretty chilly wind chill values here, down back near zero or just slightly below zero up along the high line here, and not too much in the way of wind chill issues unless you're up in the mountains in the central and southern part of the state. But look at this wind increasing tomorrow. Rocky Mountain front, East Glacier out across the north central part of the state. Not much wind out there around White Sulphur Springs or Townsend or into Helena until we get into tomorrow night, with a passage of a front going through, and that wind is going to howl across the state here as we go through Saturday. A little bit of some lighter wind as we head into the day on Sunday, but still some issues with some wind. There you can see the high wind warning from about Big Timber through the Judith Gap area all the way up along the Rocky Mountain front. Some gusts Friday night and Saturday up to 70 miles per hour. High wind watch here for around Great Falls, Liberty and Toole counties as well. There for some gusts to 60 miles per hour. Still very windy, and the wind and still some Arctic air holding on pretty tight here into northeast Montana. Could have some wind chill values 30, 35 below zero down in that part of the state. So around the state on the radar, not much in the way of precipitation, but boy, there's a boatload of rain and snow and ice falling from Maine all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Look at that, some ice reaching all the way down there close to Houston, and then some severe weather into parts of Alabama. That's a big storm with a lot of precipitation. Not much precipitation in Montana, though. There will be some snow showers as we go through tomorrow up in the northwestern mountains, and then watch some of that snow come down the Rocky Mountain fronts and in down the Continental Divide as well for Friday night into Saturday morning, and maybe a little hit of some snow up in the northeast part of the state here as we go into early Saturday morning. And then Saturday, it's just going to be unsettled here with scattered snow showers, mainly in the mountains, a lot of wind, mostly cloudy skies here. So just keep that in mind as you make your weekend plans. I'll have more on that in just a second, but there you can see some of that snow in the western mountains and then potentially up in the northeast part of the state here as well. Here's the forecast for tonight. Still pretty cold with temperatures out the high line close to zero, if not a few degrees below zero. Those should be in the teens around Lewistown and then also around the Helena area. Here's the forecast for Friday. Here comes another front late in the evening. Look at the temperatures again into the 30s and the 40s, maybe a few 20s far northeast Montana. The front goes through Friday night into Saturday with scattered snow showers and a lot of wind and a lot of cloud cover out there as well on Saturday. Sunday's a little nicer. We'll have a little more in the way of some sunshine and not as much wind. Temperatures staying in the 40s. We may even have some 50s here on Monday out across some of the plains. That's what happens when the storm track goes up and over the top of us here. And look at that, it's fairly dry and mild through the weekend into next week. Following weekend, though, we could have another Arctic front with snow coming through a lot of the state.